Hello, Shalom Aleichem. Welcome back for another lesson, Introduction to Reading Hebrew, Lesson 18. If you have not already subscribed to this channel, please go ahead and do so. That way you can keep abreast of new posts, new content. Okay, so let us begin. Shir Yud Chet. Shir being the Hebrew word for lesson or measure. Yud, Hebrew numeral for 10. Chet being the Hebrew numeral for 8. Yud Chet, 18. Sometimes you may see this in reverse. Chai. That means life. Chai. And in Gematria it equals 18. So sometimes you will even see just the number 18. Or if people Jews give charity, frequently they'll give charity in intervals of 18, increments of 18, 18, 36, 54. And so on. They'll do that because of this this number symbolism. So that is something that they will frequently do. You'll see it's an element. I'm sure you've all seen the necklaces and various other decorations with the word chai. That's 18 as well. 18 is the gematria, is the number value of the word life. Okay, so lesson 18. Okay, today we have what they call these short vowels. In Hebrew, that's called the Chataf Nekudot. So Chataf, I would transliterate as Chataf, and Nekudot is Nekudot, the short vowels, Chataf Nekudot. Now you see, the way we arrive at the Chataf Nekudot is essentially just adding a shva to the Nekudot that we already know. Okay, and there's certain grammatical reasons why we might do this, which we're not going to really address. But in effect, what happens is the shva introduces again that sort of suddenness, that bump into the pronunciation, and in effect it cuts the length of the syllable down, not necessarily perfectly in half, but it cuts it down in size. So instead of saying ah, I'd say ah. Instead of saying ha, I'd say ha. Instead of saying I'd say eh. It cuts it down in size. So basically what it does is it makes it allows for the introduction of short syllables into words, which again will be important later on when we start addressing some of the grammatical issues. But for now, just get comfortable with the phonetic pronunciation and phonetic reading and absorb as much of the grammar and vocabulary as you can. That will only help you down the line. But don't focus too much on that aspect, because we will be addressing that in another series. Okay, so let's go line 1. A, ha, a, o, ho, o, e, he, e. Now, when I'm just reading these Chataf Nekudot in isolation, it's hard to hear the difference. So just bear with me. Just in your mind, just know that I'm trying to represent a shortened sound here. 2, avi, hadar, avi, hadar. See, hadar. See, short, long, hadar. Ali, Hali, Ma, Ahmad, Elil, He, Elil. 3, Ma, Arif, Aravim, O, Hale, Hale, Edom, He, Evir, He, Evir. See, it again, shortened sound. Avadi. Okay, so now we're getting into from line 4 onward, we're going to do some Hebrew Bible words. Words that you'll see in the Hebrew Bible as well as in the Siddur, the traditional Jewish prayer book, Orthodox Jewish prayer book. Okay, so just let me give you my spiel on the pronunciation of names. So I already alluded to this. So there is a general notion in Jewish circles that we do not pronounce the names of God unless the setting is appropriate. So the appropriate settings would be, again, by learning, studying, which we're doing, praying, and praise. These are appropriate settings for mentioning God's name as is, and for casual conversation, or for let's say a secular class possibly, or for other reasons why we might want to mention these things, that would not be the appropriate setting. So you might hear some Jews, instead of saying El or Elohim, they might say Kel or Elokim. They might alter the names just because of the setting in which the name is being said. So certainly in the appropriate settings, religious Jews do not back down from pronouncing these names. It's just considered respectful to control for the setting as to when these names are said. Okay, and when you think about it, so if we set these names aside for religious purposes, we could use the mashal. We could use an example of if we are at a party and everybody is saying your name but not speaking to you, then that is, at least in American culture, I would think that would be considered rude. If you're in the room and everybody is mentioning your name but nobody's speaking to you, then that would be considered rude. But so God is no different in how we are to relate to Him. We're supposed to see Him as everywhere, and we're supposed to have a respectful tone when using His name. So we don't. So when we're not addressing Him or talking about Him in the appropriate way, then we wouldn't necessarily use the name. So anyway, that's enough of that, though I'm sure there will be more later. So brace yourselves. Okay, 4, El Elohim. These are words for God. Okay, 5, Elohim Boreh Ha'olam. God creates or is the creator of the world. 6, Hu, He, Elohei Ha'amim. He is the God of the nations. 7, Elohim Boreh Ha'adam. God creates or created, is the creator of mankind. 8, Hu Eli. He is my God. Hu Bori. He is my creator. 9, Elohim Boreh Ha'or. God is the creator of light. 10, Hu Elohei Olam. He is the eternal God. So Olam, when it's not referring to, when it doesn't say Ha-Olam, when it's just Olam as an adjective, will frequently have the connotation of eternity or being of very ancient age. 11, Me'olam ad Olam. Me'olam, forever, ad, until Olam, ever. Forever and ever. 12, Avraham, Eved Elohim. Abraham, Eved Elohim, is a servant of God. 13, Hu Elohei Avraham. He is the God of Abraham. 14, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor. Ha'el, the God, or with some specificity, God. Hagadol, the great. Hagibor, the mighty. 15, Hodu lo, give thanks. Hodu, being imperative, give thanks. Lo, to him. Lahu, again, the avav means who. lahu, to him. Hodu lo. Fine. In the box, a phrase appears in the siddur. Elohim li, God is with me. Lo ira, I shall not fear. It's not only in the siddur, obviously it's in the Tanakh as well, the Hebrew Bible. Okay, fine. Elohim li lo ira, God is with me, I shall not fear. Okay, I hope that was did justice to this lesson. Again, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I wish you well. Keep learning. Kol tuv, hatzlacha rabba.